to the camp in the desert of Jerusalem. Well, you could say the camp in the desert of Jerusalem was Qumran. You could say that. I can't prove that. But that's not the only place they were at, see? They were at other places, according to this document. And then they shall go up to Jerusalem from there. And the Kittim shall enter into Egypt. That's the Roman army in Egypt, probably. And this will be a time of great wrath. And this will be the time of salvation again, Yeshua, of the people of God. An age of the dominion for all the members of his company. This is very classically minded. The dominion of the Kittim shall come to an end. Now we have to decide who the Kittim are. Is it Alexander the Great? Is it the Seleucids or is it the Romans? Anyway, it ends with greatness shall shine eternally to peace. See, they want peace, blessing, and glory after they destroy evil. They don't want peace, blessing, and glory while they're living with all these, corrupted, scum people. Depraved people. There's no peace with those kind of people. I've got a neighbor who plays music all night, man. He just lets it go constantly. That's a rip. There's no peace between us. Either his music machine has to be destroyed. You can't live with those depraved people. No way. You get what I'm saying. Okay. So the king of the Kittim shall enter Egypt. I think that's the Roman emperor and the Roman troops. And wage war against all the kings of the north, and that is fury may destroy and cut off the horn of the nations. This is the time of salvation. And you can read this stuff yourself. He is exalted greatness shall shine eternally to the peace and doing life on all the sons of light. So now third document talking about the sons of light. They're obviously the rank and file of the army too. And on the day when the Kittim fall, there shall be a battle and terrible carnage before the God of Israel. This hasn't happened yet. For that shall be the day appointed from ancient times for the battle destructions of the sons of light, of darkness. It's half idealized, half reality. The time, look, they have gods, plural. The time the assembly of gods and hosts of men shall battle, it's sort of like the Indian Mahabharata. On the day of the calamity, the sons of light shall battle with the company of darkness. The shouts of the mighty multitudes of clamor. This is like the Mahabharata. And the clamor of gods and men will make manifest the might of God, and it shall come a time of tribulation. And on the day of their battle against the Kittim, they shall set out for carnage, and 3 lots shall be the sons of light. They're giving the whole battle order here. 2, they shall rank the chief priest below the high. You read what I miss. Below the high priest and his vicar. There's not a lot in here that's terribly interesting, except the layout of the battle. And they have sweet smelling incense, like priests today sprinkle in churches. Anyway, I guess it's a 40-year war, remaining 3 years, or is it a 70-year war? I wasn't following the numbers here. You follow them, but anyway, it's either a 70 or a 40-year war here. The remaining 33 years of the war, the men are renowned, etc., 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 shall arm themselves. 35 years of service, the war shall be fought during 6. The whole congregation shall fight it together. The remaining 29 years, the war shall be divided, and some of them will go east as far as the great desert. Don't tell Bin Laden this. And during the 9th against Ishmael and Keturah, but I'm not interested so much. I can't work all that out. You try. It's good paper, by the way. You want to work out the illusions of the war scrolls? Go ahead. I don't mind. I can't do it. But in column 3, I love all this. Look what look at they're all so busy writing stuff on their trumpets and banners that they probably forget to fight. Look at I love their slogans. You tell me this is a peaceful Essene group. No, this is a pious group, but they're into apocalyptic warfare. On the trumpets calling the congregation, they shall write the call of God. Those calling the chiefs, the princes of God. The Levites, the army of God. And then I'm just going to read these slogans. Summoned by God to the council of holiness. The peace of God and the camps of the saints. The mighty deeds of God shall crush the enemy, putting to flight all those who hate righteousness and bring the shame on those who hate him. The formation of the divisions of God for the vengeance of his wrath and the sons of darkness. Reminder of the vengeance of God's appointed time. On the trumpets of massacre they shall write, the mighty hand of God in war shall cause all the ungodly slain to fall. This army is not going to win. This army is not going to win. They're more, but it's something like Cromwell's army and his banners. It's a Puritan army, but against the Roman professional soldiers, I'm not sure they're going to make it. They're too interested in what's on their banners. They're not into, getting physically fit, getting muscles, lifting weights, perfecting their javelin throws. On the trumpets of ambush they shall write, the mysteries of God shall undo weakness. On trumpets of pursuit they shall write, God has smitten all the sons of darkness. His fury shall not end. Now that we have Jews in the room and Christians, but I'm sure the Jews in the room have never seen any Jews write this stuff on their banners. It's a totally new kind of Judaism, that's for sure. On the trump's return from, that's why it tickles me, from the battle against the enemy, when they journey to the congregation of Jerusalem, they shall write, rejoicings of God and the peaceful return. The rules for the standards of the whole congregation. On the great standard they shall write, the people of God. This is total Cromwell stuff. Column 4. On the standard of the 1,000 they shall write, the wrath of God is kindled against Belial, against the men of his company, leaving no remnant. On the standard of the 100 they shall write, from the God comes the mighty war against all sinful flesh. On the 50, the stand of the ungodly is ended by the power of God. And then when they march out to battle, they shall write on their standard, truth of God, justice of God, glory of God, judgment of God, right hand of God, appointed time of God, tumult of God, slain of God, honor of God. This group is God intoxicated, wouldn't you say? Honor of God, majesty of God, splendor of God, glory of God. Then the rule of the standards. The congregation of God, the second standard, camps of God, and the third standard, tribes of God, and the fourth standard, clans of God, the fifth standard, divisions of God. When they approach for battle, they shall write on their standard, war of God, vengeance of God, trial of God, reward of God, power of God, retribution of God, might if they know it all. Except how to win. Salvation of God, victory of God, help of God, support of God, joy of God, thanksgiving for God. Read this at the Maccabean candle lighting tomorrow. Oh, 5, there's the prince of the congregation. That's all the battle formations. Some people have been able to think that they can determine what the battle is. I just want to take you up, if I can, to line 9 and 10, and then we'll quit here if I can. Just give me a